Okay, so number 12. I'm going to do all the problems on this just because it's good for you to see it. And you can skip to 13 if you only want to see that solution. But for number 12, name the segment. So here's the deal. We have, I want to name just different segments, not naming the same segment with different names. So from R to S, we can say we've got segment RS, and it's got endpoints on either side. There's no arrows, okay? And then, and notice that I'm just going from R to S, and then now I'm going from S to T, right? There's no overlap. I'm not having a point that's in between there. So we've also got ST, that's a segment, and then we've got TW, from T to W, okay? Those are each, as you can see what I'm doing there, I'm going from this point just to the next point, that point just to the next point, that point just to the next point, right? I can't go from W this way because I need another point on that side of it and I don't have one. Theoretically, there are an infinite number of points over there, but I can't use that information to name any of them because they don't have names, okay? So now, let's do ones with two. Let's say R to T, segment RT. We also could do segment S to W. Okay, and you'll notice that there's one final one that we can do, which is the whole segment from R to W. Yeah? Okay, excuse me. That's how you name segments with a bar over the top that doesn't have arrows because they end on both points. And that's it. Now, number 13 says name the rays. And the rays are interesting because let me erase all the marks that are already there for those segments. The rays are interesting because you have an endpoint. So here at R, if we started at R, there's really, from R, there's two ways that we could go. We could go in that direction, that's a ray, and we could go in that direction, and that's a ray. And they go on for forever. Now, this first one, there's no second point to name there, so we can't use that. Okay, we need to have a second point to name. Okay, we could use this one, and so how do we know what letter to put next? Well, we're going to put R here, and then name any other letter on that side. And I'm just going to use the next letter, S. Okay, R is the endpoint, so it's got to have the side that does not have an arrow on it, because it doesn't continue in the direction of R. And if I was to continue to say, I can say RT. Well, that's not unique. That's the same ray, just with a different name. So I'm not going to name it like that. Okay. So what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to say, now I'm going to go to the next point, and I'm going to say, there's a ray that has an endpoint at S along this line running in this direction, and one running in that direction. And I actually can name these both. Those are different ones because they're going in different directions from S. Okay, so S is the endpoint, and going to the left, we go through R. So SR, that is one ray. And then S going through the next letter, let's say T, or we could say W, it doesn't really matter. Making sure always that since the endpoint is S, that's on the side without an arrow. Okay? And now we can do the same thing with T. We could say, if T is the endpoint, we can go that way. We could also go that way. And if we went kind of up and to the left, we would start at T and go through, let's say, S. T is the endpoint, so it's on the side with no arrow. And then we could also go in the other direction. So we could also say starting at T and going the other way through W. Totally legit. And continuing, we could say, what if we started at W right here? We can go that way. We can go that way. But if we went kind of down and to the right, this direction, we don't have a second point to go through after W. So we can't use that one because we can't name it. So get rid of that. And we're just going to say starting at W and going through any of the other letters. Let's say R. And those are the rays, all the different rays. And when I say different, I mean we're not just going to name, like we could name RS as also RT, starting at R and going through. S is the same as starting at R and going through T and continuing. We could also say starting at R, going through W. Those are all the same. And since we're not trying to rename the same thing multiple times, we're just going to stick with the first one we got there. So, continuing on, let's say number 14. 14A says, name the pair of opposite rays with endpoint T. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have two rays that say T as an endpoint and going through some other point, and then T as an endpoint and going some through other point on the other side. So let's start at T. And you can see that actually that's represented by these orange right here, starting at T and running this way, and starting at T and running that way. Those are opposite rays pointing in different opposite directions. So starting at T, we could say that runs through S. So let's write T, ray TS. And we also have starting at T and running through W. Notice on both of those, they have an endpoint at T because that's the side without the arrow. Okay? And that's the only opposite rays that run through there. Now, it says name another pair of opposite rays. We're going to do that. Let's say B. And we just need to take another point that has we need to take a point that has other points on both sides of it. So I can see that we couldn't choose W because that only has points on one side. We couldn't choose R because that only has points on one side. We've already done T in part A, so now we're going to do S, and that's these pink ones right here. Okay, so we're going to start at S and run through R, and we're going to start at S and run through the opposite way, either T or W. Those are both on the same side, and we can name either one. So let's just say T, doesn't make a difference. And that's another pair of opposite rays. That's how you do that one.